Welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. Hey, it is, sorry, just get myself in a good position. Hey, it is the 25th of July. It's a Wednesday today, and I'm here today for your daily tarot reading. Right, so this is for no particular astrological sign, as I say every day. I'm just sort of feeling into the energies of the day. I just look at the general astrological energies that are around and then also grab the tarot. And today I have the psychic tarot just to gain any more insights into what we can expect for today. And the moon has moved into Capricorn, so the energy has shifted somewhat. We've gone from fire to earth with the moon. The sun is still in Leo, obviously. But then with the moon in Capricorn, you know, it's more about achievement and status. It's kind of like having the stern emotional reserve around today. Capricorn is, I am, therefore I work. So really being focused on duties, responsibilities, looking forward like Sagittarius, but it's more about knowing that it's up to you to make things happen, whereas Sag is just firing the arrow and might be firing arrows everywhere and chasing after it, whereas Capricorn has that end goal and will do anything it takes to get there. So today we can accomplish a great deal in terms of tasks that bring a strong sense of fulfillment. So yeah, our instinctive nature with the moon in Capricorn today is focusing on using our resources to make things happen in our world and just to propel us closer to achieving our goals. So we're not distracted by feelings today, but we also, in the sense that we're not distracted by our feelings, we also need to really guard against the potential for becoming emotionally distant. So with the moon in Capricorn is conjunct Saturn in Capricorn, so this is like a marriage, match made in heaven, really. You know, because Saturn is ruled by Capricorn. Saturn rules Capricorn, so there's a real ability today to really make things happen, to solidify structures in your life, whether it's work, whether it's relationships. And if we really want to make things work with regard to relationships, to really express that you want a commitment with someone, because Capricorn's about commitment and, yeah, structure, tradition. So you might want to communicate that today or tomorrow, because here in Australia, the Mercury goes retrograde on the 27th of July till the 20th of August. So communication becomes a little bit more challenging, especially if you have Sun in Gemini, Sun in Virgo, because Mercury rules both of those signs. Also, if you have Mercury in Gemini or Virgo. So yeah, if you've got something that you want to communicate with someone or to do with your work, something that really needs to be communicated, I would do it before Mercury goes retrograde. But don't attach too big a story to the Mercury retrograde, because you only make it bigger. You know, just flow with it. But understand that, you know, things can be a little bit hazy around that time. You know, we might not be as concise in the way we communicate. There may be miscommunications. The moon in Capricorn also trines Uranus and Taurus, so that's awesome as well, because Uranus is all about, you know, miraculous things happening. It's really radical changes. And with the moon in Capricorn plus Saturn, moon in Capricorn trine Uranus and Taurus, plus Saturn in Capricorn trining Uranus and Taurus. So today, you know, we have the ability, like if we're really focused on working, we might, and something may come in to really shift and like create some miracle, like some radical change might happen today in regard to like just the way we practically move towards our goals. There may be a whole different way of looking. I did write it down, but I've written everything in such a jumble. Oh yeah, okay, so here I wrote it. So breaking away, there may be an ability today to break away from old outworn rules and traditions in our with to do with our physical world, to do with our work, to do with the way we approach our everyday, the way we approach our goals, the way we approach our physical bodies, the way, yeah, you're just going to have such insight, and it's going to be really like something completely different than how you usually approach things. Um, there is like the moon in Capricorn and Saturn in Capricorn are both squared Chiron and Aries. So this is a little bit of a different energy that are around today, because this can be to do with an authority and a power wound that's around. And we, with this energies, there may be too much emphasis on external success and ambition and not wanting to look beneath the surface. And if anything, if there's difficult circumstances, or you're finding that you're not able to move forward with your goals in the way that you really want to, there might be certain constrictions for you to look beneath the surface, to see perhaps that you have any limiting beliefs with regard to authority and power, but with regard to your ability to receive, I'm hearing your ability to allow things to flow in a certain way. And that Uranus and Taurus, that trine with Saturn, may be that insight that comes through to really shift you today. So yeah, there's some really, really strong aspects today, but there is, the main thing is that you're taking personal responsibility in achieving whatever you want in your life. You know that it's not up to anyone else, just up to you, and you have the ability to get so much so much done while the moon is in Capricorn, especially with the conjunction to Saturn. But you might, there might, like what I'm hearing is with that square to Chiron, it's that workaholic energy, that, that conditioning that comes in, where you, because Capricorn is ruled by the devil. So your external, like always looking to the external for an expression of success, rather than understanding the way you feel regardless of what's going on externally is the true measure of success. What happens if like for example, you might have been working towards a goal and everything has just like you had this amazing business idea and you're working towards it, you were really going ahead and everything was flowing beautifully, then all of a sudden someone come along and competed with you and you weren't able to compete with them and you lost your business, maybe you went bankrupt. They could be like, this is an extreme example, but this is the constraints that could come in with this energy, and your whole, like a tower moment comes in, which is Uranus in your physical world, to really shake you up, to make you realize that not everything is about your external success. True success is understanding the illusionary world of the illusion of success being measured by your job, your home, your car, your job title, anything that's outside of you. And true success, and to me, I mean, this is doesn't have to be your truth, but this is, I'm expressing how I feel about it, is that true success is how centered and peaceful and at one you are when everything outside of you is taken away, everything crumbles away, and you understand that all you really have is yourself. Anyway, this essence of who you are is you, and everything outside of that is just an illusion. So what am I getting at here? What's my point? My point is that the conditioning that happens with that Saturn energy, or that authority wound, could have been your mother or your father or a school principal or an older brother or sister, someone that you looked up to when you were younger, may have conditioned you to believe that you have to be the top. You always have to be, you know, have the flashiest car, the top job, the flashiest house, but actually you know that it doesn't actually fulfill you. So there is a balance here today. I mean, the energies, that just all come through, but the energies are that you can create so much in your physical world today through really focusing and breaking down tasks and creating such structure in your life. But just be mindful that it's always a middle path, and that you know that anything outside of yourself is illusionary anyway. I don't know if I communicated that very well, sorry. I can't blame it on Mercury retrograde either. So okay, so we have the card of Gemini here. This is also, you know, the Lovers. This is the Lovers. This is the Lovers. And the solar plexus card here is telling you this is the self-responsibility card. This is individuality. This is fire. This is Sun and Leo. This is burning through any blocks and fears that can lead you to expressing what you need to express. This is Mercury and Leo. This is using these last couple of days before the Mercury retrograde to really express how you feel to someone. And when you do, there is triumph here. This is the card of Cancer. This is the Chariot. This is understanding that the universe has your back, and that if you're really guided today to express something from the heart, to really understand that you've done so much planning and you have been very patient, but you're understanding that if you get guidance today through meditating, through sitting with yourself, if you're getting guidance that you need to express something, like I said before, if you want to create these structures in your life, if you want to create a firm foundation, see those pillars there? This is doing the work. This is Saturn, Capricorn, Moon in Capricorn, doing the work, laying the foundations, you know, planting the seeds, tending your crops, all of that work to create. Look at those pillars. They'd be hard to knock down, yeah? And so this is, to me, I'm hearing, there's two pillars there, two people. There's a sense of charging forward with communicating, I'm hearing. And when you do that, when you've taken because you've taken some time, and straight underneath that is, do I express or do I stay trapped in fear? And the advice I would give you is, unless you want to wait longer, patience and planning, unless you want to wait longer to communicate this till after the Mercury retrograde, and take this time to rest and rejuvenate, because Mercury retrograde, everything revise. But reconciliation, reunion, you know, it can all happen, but there's a sense of being in your head about it. But understand that the universe has your back, and when you make a clear decision about what you want in your life, all of these energies drop away, and you understand that maybe you have done a lot of planning. That Saturnian energy, you've planned, but understand that, like Capricorn, I am, therefore I work. They might have a clear goal, but the universe might have a completely different idea about what that end result is going to be. So you can work towards something, but it doesn't mean that the picture you've always visualized is exactly how it's going to be. So it's just a sense of, and it's the same with a relationship. You might have, like, that Neptune Pisces is opposing the Venus in Virgo. So, you know, the Venus in Virgo, like I said the other day, is the ability to take information and analyze it, whereas Pisces is very dreamlike and fantasy oriented. So it's a really great aspect to have. Instead of rushing ahead, you can really use this Moon and Capricorn energy that's around to really plan and balance out what you truly want in a relationship and work towards that. So There is a rushing ahead card here, and there is a holding back. But if you're holding back because of fear, the solar plexus chakra card here is to maybe calling you to balance your solar plexus energy out. So maybe do sound frequency meditation for that. And really burn through anything that's keeping you trapped here. Burn through any blocks and fears that you might have in expressing yourself. This is not a fun energy to be stuck in at all. That's mental torment. That's, yeah, it's, you know, and maybe this is here because this comes after the Three of Swords. And so maybe there is a, I'm hearing an energy around that maybe you still need to do some more meditation before you put yourself out there again and express how you're feeling with regard to this relationship, with regard to finding harmony in this union. I'm sorry, I just want to say, I love John Holland's, wrong one, anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, this is exactly what I'm hearing. Maybe your decision that you need to make with regard to this chariot energy is whether you just keep focusing on work. This is, you know, the Nine of Pentacles, and this is self-love, independence, focusing on work, focusing on practical things, taking the steps forward. This is Capricorn energy, working towards your goal, and when you do so, you know, you get new opportunities. This is the Ace. This is a gift from the universe because you are really clear and focused and understand that you create your own wealth through your patience and your planning and methodically traipsing up that mountain goat, keeping moving forward, even if it's just small movements every day. You are focused on that end goal and you move to get there. So this could be like just wanting to focus on your work and be completely independent because you're trapped in fear about this union, about this soulmate love. But the solar plexus card is here to say, you know, you can burn through these blocks and fears. You can do both. You can have triumph in every area of your life. You don't need to shut out your emotions because the energy is here today with the moon in Capricorn to be emotionally distant, because Capricorn really is just focused on work. I mean, I'm not putting down Capricorn people. I have lots of beautiful Capricorn friends in my life, and it's not just to do with your sun sign anyway. You know, we are just, you know, there is, but the energies that are around today, especially with the conjunction with Saturn and Capricorn, there can be more of a focus towards work. And because you, sorry, it was upside down, because you are focused more on work, because you are more focused on work, I'm hearing you sort of pushing this energy away. But it's there, and yeah, this is mental energy. There's no water cards here, so there's no feelings around today at all. We have Earth. The only water card we have is the Chariot, and that's Cancer. But there's no emotional cards here at all today. So the focus isn't on feelings. So you're in the mental realm when it comes to this union, and you'd rather focus on work today. I'm hearing. I'm going to grab one more. Oops. Yeah, there's real like material harvest. I mean, focusing on work today is going to bring so much reward. Yeah, and we have the card of Aries, just wanting to be independent, creating this structure, and yeah, being an authority in your own life. This is Yang, masculine Mars energy. Mars is in Aquarius. It is in retrograde. But this is independence, yeah? So instead of focusing on your feelings, because you're really trapped in fear here, and you still feel like you need a bit of a break from relationships, so you're fully focusing on triumphing and moving forward in your career in that Capricornian energy and becoming such an authority and having such structure in your own life. Okay, but this is still lingering around, so those feelings are real. Those, I mean, if someone, that soulmate energy is still around, but right now, today, I mean, today, whenever you watch this, or whenever it might have happened for you, this might have been a feeling that come in with the shift with the moon in Capricorn, where you've just felt you want to just focus on yourself and real independence, and really, because this is really quite beautiful, fire, Mars energy, yang energy, really focusing on how you can triumph in your own life. And I guess, you know, when we do this, when we really gain like structure and control of our own security and stability, then we're more able to feel into dropping out of fear, because you're feeling so amazing on your own, because you've been able to create, you know, stability within yourself, and then you're not seeking anyone outside of you for stability, because you've created it yourself. And so, you know, this person that's in your heart, you know, sometimes we just need to be patient and focus on what's important for us in each moment. Moment to moment living. I mean, we can get so caught up in thinking we're going to miss out on something, but if we're fully engaged with each moment, then that becomes completely irrelevant, because we're total in each moment. 16, look at this, the heart. Oh my gosh. The heart of the moment, this card is called. The heart of the moment. The heart knows, yeah? But right now, the focus may need to be on work and trusting in the energies that are around. So the heart of the moment. You are entering a time in your life where past and future are colliding. In this present moment, you have a powerful opportunity to decide how you wish to continue in a certain pattern of relating or not. This may mean leaving a relationship or starting a new one. But even if you cannot yet make that decision with peace in your heart, you can still partake of the heart of this moment and decide how you shall choose to be. Will you speak? Will you choose to let go of shame and criticism, of judgment and anxiety, of loss and despair, and just be with your own heart now? Will you choose in this moment to trust yourself, even if that trust says that you have to wait a while longer? Excuse me 1 second. Yes, Len?
I don't like tapping. I want to watch DVD.
Yep, just let me finish that, and I'll be in there in a sec. I love you.
I want to live here.
Okay, quietly though. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. So it's all to do with what I'm saying before, said before about the Mercury retrograde. You can choose to speak now. So it's deciding what you want to do, where you want to focus. Do you just want to focus on prosperity and abundance and being independent? Will you speak? Will you choose to let go of shame and criticism and guilt and be trapped in fear? Or will you just trust, or will you be in your own heart now? Will you choose in this moment to trust yourself, trust your feelings? Even if that trust says you have to wait a while longer before you can make that long-term decision. Patience and planning. This is a time when you can alter your future, stepping into relationship with another, with the divine, with yourself in a new way. Even the smallest choice for love is a step in the best direction. You have the heart of the divine within you. It's not too hard for you to choose love. Let go of the people who want you to choose jealousy or fear or doubt. their games are not nearly as fun. Choose love, and who knows, maybe they'll join in your party as well. This oracle brings you a message. You are in a transition zone in your life and relationships. It is one moment that will manifest in many opportunities. There's one choice where one choice will open up many pathways to fulfillment for you. We always have the chance to create our future with our present choices. But at this time, you're in an especially fertile karmic period, having just come out of a cycle of learning and about to enter into a new cycle. This is a time to be willing to take a chance or a risk to be happy within yourself, no matter what is going on around you. Your life is about to take a karmic turn, and you can feel peace in that knowing. So this is it. This is a clear decision that you need to make, and we have the lunar eclipse in a few days. So this is the end of old karmic cycles, and you can choose this love or you can choose independence. It's totally up to you. But you can choose both. You can choose to be free. You can choose to burn through anything that's blocking you and keeping you stuck in a pattern of old conditioning, that Saturnian energy and those astrological energies around today. How do you know that this relationship might bring you new prosperity? Together, your power may be doubled. Bring more opportunities for you to expand yourself and your business, or just the way you look at manifesting money. So take some time today to really sit with yourself, because this is a decision that needs to be made. I mean, you don't want to stay stuck in these energies. This is the karmic cycle ending. You want to let go of that and make a decision. You know, you can have everything. We don't need to live in a compromised life. It's up to us and how we visualize what we want for ourselves. And yeah, there may need to be a little bit more planning and a little bit more patience, and that is the Capricorn energy. But there is an ability today to really create huge financial abundance in whatever you do with this moon in Capricorn, Saturn Capricorn. But just jump out of these energies. Take some time to meditate today, and it's your choice. You can take control of your life and move into this energy, or it's a choice between, real independence or union. But the choice needs to be made for you today. I mean, you need to make a choice. Something needs to be communicated. So I'll leave a link for a solar plexus sound frequency healing, and it may help you today. You might want to take some time to meditate and sit with it. It's a really long reading. I'm sorry it was a little bit disjointed, and my little guy's waiting patiently here for me. Have an amazing Wednesday, and I shall see you tomorrow. Big love, blessings. Bye. Thanks, sweetie.